Good evening and welcome to the Town of Buxton's Selectmen Meeting for August 7th, 2024. Call to order at 7:02. First order of business is the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Approval of prior meeting minutes for July 31st, 2024.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor? 4 with 1 that was absent. Discussions held between 4 and 7. We didn't have anything scheduled, but we spent a lot of time tonight with Bill Hall, our treasurer, just going over different budgets, end of year stuff. So we had time to spend with him. Projects and issues. Tom?
Yeah, I did talk to the Public Works Director a little bit this week about some paving, and they paved Groveville Fire Station, and but other than that, I don't really have a lot to add.
Frank?
Not a real lot for me this week. I was in and out of the office. I did have a conversation with Sergeant Donahue. David mentioned the fact that somebody had come to him and wanted to know why the cruisers were out back running for over an hour. Like I said last week, if it's the K-9 car, we have to keep the dog cooled off, so that's why the AC is running when the dog is in the car and the sergeant is in the station. I followed up with the chief yesterday. The new equipment that they bought for the cruisers, the new cameras, the way that those work, when they start the car, it boots up the cameras. When the car is shut off, the camera continues to record for an hour after that cruiser is shut off. And if the cruisers get too hot, it can ruin or cause some serious damage to those cameras. So if they're in the station, they leave the cruiser running. When I talked to the chief, he's actually called some of his officers out on wanting to know why the cruisers are out there running, because it really wasn't that hot. And if they're in the station doing reports and the cameras and the equipment powers down and they get a hot call, it takes a little bit for the cameras to boot back up. And that's why, as hot as it's been for the last couple of weeks, that's why those cruisers are out there running. I had a conversation with Chief Schools. He wanted to have some information on how vacation time was accrued. And then last night, I attended the National Night Out at the Town Farm Park. There was quite a turnout. Kids had a good time. There was hot dogs and ice cream and popcorn, and the kids had a real good time going through the cruisers with the police officers and going through the fire trucks with the fire personnel. They had face paint down there for the kids, and they ran a movie on a big screen, the movie's Cars for the Kids. And that's pretty much my week.
Okay. Mark?
Yeah, not a real whole lot for me. I was away last week, but I think it would be note to make mention that the town hall the parade and their events this weekend is canceled because of the rain that's supposedly coming in. So that's what I was told from Jack. I did speak to him, the selectman of town hall. He mentioned that everything was canceled this weekend. So I just wanted to kind of put it out there if people are planning on that, just to give them a heads up.
Chad?
Well, I guess I'm not participating in a parade this weekend. Change of plans.
Well, you can if you want.
Well, I could just be myself.
I'll come watch you.
All right, thank you.
All your friends will be there.
That's right. Mostly, just speaking to the fire chief, much like Tom had mentioned, the paving. I drove by the Groveville Fire Station today, and that came out looking really good. And Tom also forgot to mention that the Groveville Fire Station is now TikTok famous. And they've got the paving crew put it on TikTok. So if you go to Thing Paving's page if you want to see that. So, but that's all I got.
I spent a little time over to transfer station and down to Public Works. We're going to be having an inspection from MMA next week and just talking to the department heads to make sure everything is in order and the way it's supposed to be. And I've been in the office here a couple times this week, so that's about it for me. Old business, as Chad and Tom both said, the Groveville Fire Department got paved today, and again, it came out really nice. New business. Starting September 3rd, the town hall will not be open on Wednesday mornings. They will go back to being open at 11:30, not 8:30. And the reason for that is we just don't have enough manpower. People on vacation, there's not enough to have 2 people here all the time. So we're going to have to go back to 11:30. And that will start September 3rd.
And that's only on Wednesdays.
That's only on Wednesday. Any executive orders by,
No, this on the page.
executive order by, oh, they got it backwards, that's why. Executive orders. Executive Order 2425007-024, an order approving a pole permit for Central Maine Power to construct and maintain one pole on town farm beginning at 162 feet northeast, starting at pole 31 on Town Farm Road in accordance with Central Maine Power.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All those in favor? 5, no absent. Executive Order 2425008-001, an order approving 24 hours of leave for Kevin Collins.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All those in favor? That's 5. Executive Order 2425008-002, in order to approve the road name Johnson Farm Road, located at MAP 9, Lot 23, located off Pierce Road,
Motion to approve.
Second.
Pease Road.
Pease Road. All in favor? That's 5. Executive Order 2425008-003, an order to approve the road name
Stoneview.
Bog Mills.
Bog Mill Lane,
Oh,
located MAP 3, Lot 59, off Long Plains Road.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor? That's 5. Accounts payable and payroll warrant. Executive Order 2425008-004, an order approving expenditures as documented in payroll warrant 11.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All those in favor? 5, and that amount was $103,299.12. Executive Order 2425008-005, an order approving expenditures as documented in accounts payable warrant 12.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor? 5, and that's $1,047,222.49, and that is the school payment of $850,000. Next meeting of the board, the next selectmen meeting will be Wednesday, August 14th, 2024 at 7 PM. The next planning board meeting will be held Monday, August 12th, 2024 at 7 PM. Any other business? Public questions and comments?
Dave Hyman, Buxton, thank you for getting that information on the,
Yep, no problem.
this week I had 2 people come up and ask me where they got the prices or fees for the transfer station. Why they are up so high. And the biggest thing I think was the tires. If you go to any garage around and have your tires changed, and you don't want the old tires, you pay $2, $3, and they're getting 10 over here. Just curious why it's up so high. Some of the other towns, I know of one town, they said it's $2, that's what they have to pay to get rid of them.
Do you want me to answer?
Yeah.
So I think that Greg came in and basically we were getting our price list, basically what Casella charges, and using some of those numbers to kind of see what our prices should be. I can tell you that I don't dump over here, I use Casella's, and I can tell you that the fees at Casella's are greater than ours here. And so I think the real question has to be asked, though, is that, the town pays for curbside, but if somebody is using the transfer station here, should that be self-sufficient? Basically, what it costs people to dump their stuff, what it costs us to dispose of it, shouldn't the town be breaking even, or should all taxpayers pay for the select few people that use the transfer station? And the raising of the fees are, in my opinion, are not out of line compared to other disposal areas. And the truth of I think if you look at it, we're still probably a little bit behind on what we charge compared to what it costs us to get rid of it. So basically, we're upside down. What we pull in over there, what it costs us to dispose of it, costs us more than what we collect at the gate.
And we use BDS recycling for the tires. They come pick them up, and they charge us, I'm not sure the amount, but it's a lot more than $2 a tire.
I'm just curious, like I said, I just had 4 tires changed on my truck, and I was charged $2, I think it was, for them. They said that's what they have to pay to get rid of them. And like I said, I talked to another person that runs another transfer station in York County, and I said something about our fees, what they were getting for tires, and he says, oh my God. He says, we charge just what it cost us to get rid of them, and that was $2 a piece. So that's why I was asking on that. Self-sufficient, yeah, I have my pros and cons on that. Last week, there was 2 or 3 orders at the beginning of the meeting or when you were doing the executive orders for, I don't know what you want to, forget the exact title now, but they give rebates or whatever. They were supposedly overcharged for their taxes.
The abatement?
Abatement. And I just about fell out of my chair when there was $20,000 for one of them.
Those weren't abatements. Those weren't abatements. That was rewriting, I believe it was rewriting the tax certificate based on what is now owed to us. So those had to do with the property at 60 Old Thompson. And we figured in what we had spent on demolition and what we had spent on getting all that stuff hauled away. And we put all that in legal fees. So that was actually adding that stuff to that. It wasn't decreasing it.
And so I want to amplify what Hunter just said, because what's important is that, like 60 Old Thompson, for example, right, we have attorney's fees, we have dismantling fees and things of that nature, and we don't have that included within what we owe in taxes. And so when we sell that property, or if we choose to sell that property, we are able to keep everything that we have into that property, and we have to give the remaining proceeds to the heirs. And so this was a way now to basically track what we have into that property by adding on to the baseline. So that way there, when we sell the property, it's all, because years go by and people forget, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? How many properties this law is new, but I know for years we spent money on property that has been, tax acquired, and we don't know what we have into it. This is a way for us to keep track, to know exactly how much money the town has spent for that particular property. So if the town ever chooses to sell it, we can recoup the taxpayers' dollars back and then give the money back to the heirs.
Yeah, in the past, you never had to do that.
Right.
So it didn't matter, what you got, you always kept the money anyways. I'd say you, the town, always kept the money anyways, no matter what they got for it, what they got it for taxes or anything like that, so.
But under the new law, we can't keep that anymore.
Yeah, I know that. Anything on the bridge? See, they had it shut down the other day, one lane for,
They were just doing bore tests.
bore testing.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, somebody asked me about it, said they started on the bridge. I said, no, I don't think so.
No, they
I
were
know
just
they had
doing
one
some
lane
bore
shut down,
testing.
but they had everything blocked up down there. And you said last week that the animal control officer is no longer working in Hollis, or wasn't
Correct,
gonna work in Hollis?
correct.
So now we've assumed the whole payroll on that?
Yeah, the chief had that in his budget for the year. She's now full-time for the town of Buxton instead of part-time.
Yep, okay, thank you.
Anybody else? Any comments? Seeing none, I will take a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
We'll adjourn at 7:20.
All those in favor?
What?
All those in favor?
I haven't got that far.
I am.
All those in favor? 5. Have a good week and be safe. Thank you.